They even blurted out what the heckler was saying to LeBron. When LeBron come to Chicago, he gets heckled. He hates coming back here. We always lay into him because we already know what he is. The rest of the world, they're delusional. Chicago, not so much. Now, here's the scenario. After all of this and getting heckled, I wasn't even there. No, Carcino didn't pay nobody to go there to heckle LeBron. I'd rather do that myself. But people are waking up. People are waking up to who this guy is. He's an egomaniac who has ruined the game of basketball. Now, here's the reality. These bums haven't played nobody. And everybody acted like they won the NBA championship. But don't worry. I, Carcino, will have the last laugh. Yet again. And now, with that being said, I've been laughing for the past 3 years. I've been having the last laugh for the past 3 years. But as another example of what I was talking about, if anybody watched the game yesterday and saw the live stream I did on One Crack News from the game yesterday, you saw some very interesting things. What was very interesting yesterday that you probably missed that happened was the fact that your boy Carcino sitting here right now watched it and showed you they were down 13 with this bum in the game. This bum was playing a terrible game. And they were down 17 at half. It was 13 at the fourth quarter. So his keeping them in it only resulted in 4 points being removed from the lead from halftime. That's him keeping them in the game. I was keeping us in it. That's his version of the story. He was sucking it up. And as Coach Vogel said, he was exhausted. What was you exhausted from? Because when you was out there, the team was getting waxed. So Kyle Kuzma comes in and scores like 10 straight points. They go on a 16-1 run. Well, 16 or 17 straight points they score. Where like 14, I believe, was scored while LeBron was out the game. And he comes back. They have the lead by 1. The reserves. So when they asked LeBron about it, you know what his response was?
About you had kind of carried the team, kept things in the game, and then you're on the bench to start the fourth quarter. What'd you see from Kuz in that second unit to get you guys back in the game?
AC, TD, QC, Dwight, and Kuz they made up for their first half performance. No, but they were great, man. They were great with me. We started the fourth quarter down 13. Cornette hit a huge three at the end of the third. And kind of just took the momentum away because we was playing well. We got some stops down late in the third, and we didn't get a couple good looks offensively. But in the fourth quarter, those guys just turned around and started on the defensive end, and Kuz got in the rhythm, and that's what he's capable of.
I have to imagine that's a good sign moving forward for you and AD to be able to be on the bench and have other guys make up some of that because Frank's been staggering you for the most part. Can that be sustainable going forward?
Every game is going to have different challenges, and that's what we have our depth for. It's going to be games where, obviously me and AD been staggered. As a coach, it works well for us. But tonight, AD was in foul trouble. I had pretty much played the whole third, and it caused for us to both not be starting in the fourth quarter. And those guys came in and gave us a huge push, and we needed every minute of it.
It's That's 3 triple-doubles for you on this road trip, plus defense has been effective. Frank was just talking about it again. What's the mindset been here to get this team off to this start? Where's your focus been?
Try to win every game.
This guy here is such an egomaniac. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Trying to win every game. First thing he does is throw his team under the bus. Then try to act like he's praising them. No, he praised them. He said they played good. No, he wanted to let you know they made up for their first half mistakes. And smiles with that it-looking grin on his face. He smiled. You know why he did that smile? Because he was pulling one over on you. First off, they send the PC guy to interview him, who's scared to ask him any real questions. LeBron, as great as you are, and your superstar status, and you're the best thing that ever existed in the world, what happened in the game when the other players came in and did something? A scary question-asking media, passive-aggressive interviewer. They got to get Jim Gray in there to interview him. Well, LeBron, you looked like a shadow of yourself for 3 quarters, and then the other guys had to step up. I need a real interviewer in there. This guy going to throw his teammates under the bus. They made up for their first half performance. Well, did you make up for your first half performance? Because all you did was come in there and try to get assists so that you can get a triple-double. You coming in there just once the hard work is done, here you come to try to get yourself a triple-double. Oh, well, the work is done. Let me just pop in here so I can, lace my stats. That's all I'm doing, pad my stats. 19-point lead, he going to put himself in so he can come in and get some stats against Utah, right? You remember that game? So, I just want everybody to know. The Lakers have played 7 games. 7. The real team they played, they lost. First game of the season, they lost. Utah Jazz was without their top scorer, Bogdanovich, right? They lose that game. So you want to give them the Utah game, give them the Utah game, all right? But they didn't have a star player, so whatever. The only other team that they played that is a winning franchise team was the San Antonio Spurs that they just played the other night. That's it. In 7 games, that's it. They were in a dogfight with Dallas. LeBron got a triple-double, a 30-point triple-double. That's all I heard. Not to mention the person on the other team who's 20 years younger than him got a 30-point triple-double in the same damn game. They didn't even talk about it. Right? The Dallas Mavericks, which really won the game and was robbed once Dwight Howard decides to reach out and grab and touch and hold on to Seth Curry. And the refs just happened to miss it. So that was a loss. Then the Chicago Bulls, okay, one of the worst teams in the East, was beating you by 13 points and going into the 4th quarter and allowed you to come back and win. So you guys come back and beat the Chicago Bulls in the 4th quarter, and you guys are acting as if you won the title. And you fans, Lakers Nation, has got to be the worst I've ever seen. Matter of fact, I can't blame Laker Nation because I don't want to mix you guys up with these bandwagon LeBron James fans who just came over because LeBron's here. Those are the people I'm talking about. They're making Laker Nation look bad. They're making Laker Nation look ridiculous. They're the ones celebrating the game like this. Real Laker Nation, they don't care about this. To be honest, you can't impress real Laker Nation. Real Laker Nation don't get excited about a seventh game, eighth game in a season. Real Laker Nation gonna say, why the hell are we struggling against the Bulls? That's real Laker Nation. Okay? That's what they look at and say, hey, we're not supposed to be struggling against the Bulls when we got a superstar team like this. This don't make sense. That's what real Laker Nation say. Bandwagon Laker Nation, these LeBron, whatever they call them, these followers who now they call themselves Laker Nation, these bums celebrate. We're dominating. We're winning. It's a win. Yay. I'll be like, you're celebrating a victory over the Chicago Bulls. They have done nothing since Michael Jordan hit that shot in Utah. So let me tell you something right now. Keep celebrating, pumping your pom-poms. Then when they play real teams, they're going to get slapped in the mouth. And I don't want to hear nothing about nothing but where's LeBron? He's there to steal the credit. He's never there to take the blame. But this is your fault because you condone it. You allow them to keep force feeding you trash and you're buying into it. LeBron got a 30-point triple-double. That's his third in a row. I've seen James Harden get 50-point triple-doubles. I've seen Russell Westbrook average a triple-double for 3 straight seasons. Don't tell me about this bum from Akron. Why are we talking about this bum? I got it every day. You guys hit me up with this. These LeBron addicts. You guys fuel me to come in here and hit you with the truth. Did I set an alarm for something? What's going on? Anyhow, I'm sick of it. Now, when they play someone for real and they get smacked in the mouth, and you're going to see how exposed this team really is. Y'all talking about, well, Kawhi, well, you ain't talking about Kawhi resting. He resting. Didn't he rest last year? Didn't he rest in San Antonio? Now that he a Clipper, oh, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard is taking a rest. Why don't you talk about that? When he ain't winning a championship because he resting, then we can talk. But if he resting and the team don't care, maybe they need to put that bum down. Maybe they showed you that they could play better when he's not in the game. So maybe that bum need to take a rest. You ever think about that? I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm out. Don't forget to hit the Cash App up. Support the page. Click that Cash App. Carcino's the name. Y'all already know it. And if you want to hit my super chat, hit the Streamlab up. That's in the link below. I'm going to put some videos out there. You want to hear this bum talk some more? Here you go.
Obviously, Kyle had a huge role in winning this game, but for him to have a positive performance like that, what do you think it means for him, and what is it? How does it reassure you going forward in the season?
I think he just slowed down in the second half. I think, that's the Kuz that we know. I think in the first half he was kind of rushing a little bit, had a couple turnovers, and just was playing a little fast. And, the one thing for him, he can't try to just get it all the way back in a couple games. I think it will slowly, continue to get back. He hasn't played since before he stopped playing USA basketball, so as a competitor and as good as he is, I know that as well. I tried to get it all back last year after I tore my groin when I first came back in the Clipper game. And you're really going to be off a little bit, and you just have to continue to go through it. But Kuz is going to be a great piece for our team. And he showed that tonight. Why? offensively and defensively. That he was just so in tune, and everybody else that was on the floor as well.
Frank said that on the bench, the guys were talking about how, hey, we have the #1 defense in the league. We can string some stops together. How is the fact that you guys have been able to have this success? I mean, can you lean on those past performances to kind of find it on a night you don't necessarily have it in the same way?
We are a defensive team, and we want to be that. We want to be the best defensive team in the league. And we can hang our hats on that. No matter we're playing well offensively, we know that we can get some stops, string some stops together that can allow us to get back into the game as long as we don't turn the ball over offensively. And pretty much we did that in the second half. Well, the second half of the third quarter going into the fourth.
You mentioned Quentin's role in the fourth quarter. One of the threes he hit put you guys up 7 after being up 4, and you found him in the corner. They called timeout. You guys had a brief exchange. What allowed you to find him on that play?
I know I attract a lot of eyes, and I was in the post, and I was able to spin middle and fake and look like I was going to the hoop. And once I rose like I was going to the hoop, everyone shifted. Everyone started looking at the hoop like I was going to shoot it. And out of my peripheral, I seen QC, who's one of the best catch and shoot guys in the NBA. Sitting in the dead corner, and he knocked it down.
What are some of the keys to getting these triple doubles? What happens for you as you playing the game out?
I don't know, just trying to be in the right place at the right time. Being a triple threat on the floor. I trust my teammates to make shots. I just try to put the ball on time and on target. And they've been doing that defensively. Trying to rebound as much as I can, even though I'm playing the point guard position. And then scoring, just trying to read the defense. Pick my spots. And just trying to be aggressive. So, it comes with team success for me. Triple double means absolutely nothing to me if it's not in a win. This is 3 wins for us, and I feel pretty happy about the way we performed.
Some of what Dwight is doing is obvious athletically, the putback dunks and such. But what is he doing fundamentally on defense to kind of keep you guys locked down?
Around protecting the rim, communicating on pick and rolls, just being his length, his athleticism, and his communication has been very good. To be the anchor in our defense, because he's the back line. He sees a lot of the action that's going on. He sees a lot of the action that's happening, and this is a pick and roll league, so he's in a lot of those actions. But he's been great.
AD obviously had a tough start to the night, and there were times when he was on the bench and looked a little down. Did you have any conversation?
He got going.
All right, I don't need to hear no more either. So that's it. Kyle Kuzma, Quinn Cook saves the game. This bum's taking all the credit.